how much are you on with ATO at the moment?
Around 120.
Hello, this is Louis.
I had your number passed on to me by one of my mates here. You helped with the restructure of their ATO debt. So if you can help me.
We could look into it. What industry are you in?
Started off doing civil. I'm mainly doing asphalt projects now.
And how much are you on with ATO at the moment?
Around 120 when you add all the bloody interest and charges and stuff into it. Also about something like 60k to two suppliers. Wondering if I can wrap it all up into one sort of payment.
We can look into paying out the ATO debt plus paying out your suppliers. That's fine. We do that every single day. Tell me more about your business in terms of what you hold in the business, in terms of business assets.
To be honest, we upgraded everything fairly recently. I've got a whole bunch of assets, a lot of finance on them taken out within the last year or two. So.
And how's the business going? Like, do you have up and coming work, profitable contracts coming up in the future? Like, what's the exit here?
All this is going to be resolved in, I reckon, give me 6 months and I'll pay off everything.
What's monthly turnover sitting at the moment?
Some months 180, some months 250.
Okay, and do you own property in your name?
Yeah, I do.
Look, what we've done in the past for customers is organise like a line of credit, streamline assessment, only looking at business bank statements. Considering you've been in business for a long time, you own property. The good thing about it is essentially when you do come to a point where you want to pay it out, you actually have the full flexibility to pay it down to zero and you stop making repayments and you can redraw down on that if needed. The benefit as well is you can make extra repayments towards it, which also recalculates the repayment. So if you take out a 200k line of credit as an example, use 120 to pay ATO, pay 60 to suppliers, and then 2 months down the track you throw 50k towards it, it will actually go off the balance of the principal amount and repayments will recalculate. And then once your new jobs kick in, your profitable contracts, and you want to pay it down to zero, you have the flexibility to do that.
I think I've had one of these in the past and I got charged a percentage or a fee every single time I moved money across.
Now, so with this lender, they just charge an annual fee for as you have the facility set up.
Alright, so if I was to pay off the ATO and the suppliers, what are we looking at as a rough payment?
Yeah, look, I'll give you some rough numbers. Yeah, you're roughly looking at around 4,600 a month. And like I said, if you want to make extra repayments, that will bring down the repayment substantially as well. And if you can pay it down to zero, then you stop making that 4,600 per month.
More than happy to chat. Look, 4.6 shouldn't be an issue at all, especially if I can pay it off in 6 months' time. That's not going to be an issue.
No worries, man. I'll get my team to reach out and we'll go through the process.